BoxBox Hub is an absolute essential for any Formula One fan, and the entire app with new widgets, statistics, localized race schedules, and countdowns, you name it. They even have support for Apple's new live activities feature with real-time updates during a race right on the lock screen, and honestly, some of the best looking widgets I've seen.
Happy hump day, everyone. Welcome to the Formula 2 Championship. It is round number 14. Nope. Yes, it's round number 14 of a 17-round season, and for the first time ever, Formula 2 is going to be tackling the brilliant Suzuka International Racecourse here in Japan, the land of the rising sun. And of course, this will be our and of course, I think that we are on the road now. I think there's 4 races to go, isn't it, until the end? And we are following the Formula 1 calendar for this week and next week as we also go to Qatar. Looking forward to that one as well. It's going to be a challenging circuit, to say the least, and the only figure of 8 circuit on the Formula 1 2 or Formula 1 calendar. Looking good for that one. And luckily, I'm actually early for once, which means I can go for the drivers and the teams championships a bit quick. Troy leads the way then by Ahona had 270 points then, 62 points in front of Toy Coin in second, and R2 Beaters dropped down to third, unfortunately, with 4th position, Cirrus Mushroom there, but Vessier is hot on his heels in 5th. The second High Tech of X Gamer is in 6th position, and Farfu has only joined the championship a few rounds ago, flying in the ART car. He's 26 away from X Gamer. Nosey in 8th position and on 57 points, 54 for Kaidao. Jinner completes the top 10 in the Virtuosi. And then we've got Lucas Percy, who hasn't raced for a very long time, on 35 points, 31 for Martin, 28 for Sickers McMoomin on 26, 24 for Reflections, 11 for Gorda, then Vintage on 4, 3 for Camera Racer. Cruster T and Kaz has not scored yet, but they've only recently joined the championship. In the team's championship, it's Roland Carlin who is leading 12 points in front of Campos at 363 points for Carling, 351 for Campos. High Tech, 138 points away from the Carling team. Then they're in third position. Dams are hot on the heels of the High Tech in fourth position. They've been flying over the last couple of weeks or so. Fifth position is the ART, 26 points away from the Dams. Virtuosi have been in free fall since Lights has decided to go MIA. Seventh position is the PHM Racing team, of course, but they changed their name halfway through the season. They're in 7th, and MP Motorsport is in 8th, and 74 points there for the Prima, and Trident is on 68 points, unfortunately, at the bottom of the standings, which is unfortunate, though, for them. Let me get rid of all these notifications, shall we then? It's single shot qualifying, then of course it is one shot quali, which I must admit I didn't mind back in the day of Formula 1, but however on this game it's not very good because you struggle to find which car you want to see. So yeah, single shot qualifying, it is 2 points so for the fastest, it is 2 points out for pole position, and of course and for the team's championship as well as they come across the line comes Gordo. We're on board now with Gordo and the PHM race, and then of course we changed from the 2022 machines to the 2023 Formula 2 machines. And Troy currently on pole position, but camera has actually gone quicker. Troy does have 2 pole positions to his name there, whilst Toy Coin, I can't see him in the field then. He has got 7 pole positions to his name this season in 9 qualifying attempts out for Toy Coin, and Gordo's off the circuit and he's gone off in a major way at Dunlop there, and unfortunately for Gordo, that is him done and dusted. And Troy is currently fast at the moment. Here on board the championship leader at the moment. Troy is Reflections down in 14th position. There we got Gordo out as well, so 15 for Gordo, 14 for Vestia, 13 for Reflections. Coming out of the hairpin now then, and goodness me, I've got this big old coat on and it keeps knocking my microphone. Camaro in second position. Can Camaro get some points for himself and for the Virtual Rossi team? Serious Mushroom in a very hot fourth position. Well, then Nosey has cut up the order as well. Remember that the top 10 gets reversed for the sprint race, which is coming up momentarily. I think it's 11 laps for the sprint and 15 for the feature race. 2 races in 1 here tonight there, and it's a preview for Qatar for ALR Formula 1 in on Sunday, of course. Troy will be racing on Sunday, and he was, I think he was absolutely devastated after the incident in Japan on Sunday, I'm sure of it. Camera Racer has found some time now. Oh, but it's not going to be close, so it's close, but it might be no cigar. And a very good time there from Troy. They're just about got pole position now, and he gets the 2 points for himself and for the Rolling Carling team as well. Then, so that was a very good start then here. And so we've also got a new Cam, who is joining. Is that New Zealand? And said, well, Cam making his debut tonight in ALR. Goodness me! But he's down in 14th position in the second high tech then, as he is replacing a gamer here. Troy pole position, and by 900 a second from Camaro, who is a supreme qualifier. Hopefully he can turn that into a good result for the Trident team today. Jinner, unfortunately, Silver has not finished the race since Canada, so hopefully Jinner can get a good result here tonight in Formula 2 with Sirius Bush in 4th and Nosey in 5th, Moomin 6th, 7th, Kaz, Martin 8th, 6th, Monk 9th, and Reflections on pole position then for the sprint race coming up momentarily.
BoxBox Hub is an absolute essential for any Formula 1 fan, and the entire app with new widgets, statistics, localized race schedules, and countdowns, you name it. They even have support for Apple's new live activities feature with real-time updates during a race right on the lock screen, and honestly, some of the best looking widgets I've seen.
This time I'll put the screen back on, I think, after after my absolute shambles of last night. Woo, says Nosey. F2, let's go, baby, from Moomin. Sorry about yesterday. Hope everyone's well. Hope you're well, Sean. I was so gutted yesterday, legit. Don't worry about that, Moomin. You're here tonight, then, and of course, and you've been here for a very long time anyway, so do not worry about that, my good sir. Holla from Gordo. Good luck, hello, and good luck from Kaz as well. Messed up sector 1 there for a little slide, but not the worst lap, I guess. Good luck with 100% as well. Just thought I'd give everyone a chance by spinning, if you know. Joking, of course, I can barely control these things. And unfortunately for Gordo, it is probably one of the most toughest circuits on Formula 2, on the Formula 2 calendar. So this is going to be a tough one now for Gordo. But of course, after his incredible podium last night in bronze, I'm sure that he will play fine and dandy. Let's go through the sprint grid. Reflections said was 10th in qualifying, so he starts pole position for the sprint. Then with car 1 as well on position 1. Siggers Muck second there in the PHM race, and used to be known as Charu said. Of course, as we have transitioned to the 2023 cars. Martin in third position. Hats off to Martin, by the way. Big supporter of Martin and doing a good job in Formula 2 this season. Kaz in 4th in the Prima car. I'm loving to see the Prima back. The Prima colours back then after we've had the Red Bull livery Primas for most of the season. 5th position is moving then. He was not happy with his qualifying performance, but hopefully he can make it up in the grid as well. Good evening to you, Serious Mushroom. 6th position is Nosey, who is sponsored by Kick. I think you might have to rip that label off and put YouTube on there. Of course, that is our premium platform. Actually, even better, he should put BoxBox on the side of his car, as we are powered by BoxBox, the incredible mobile app then. Which allows you to follow the real Formula 1 race in real time then. And of course, which the next race we are in Formula 1 is actually in Las Vegas. And it potentially could be the coldest race in history of Formula 1. The coldest race in history of Formula 1 at the moment. I just found this out about, I think it was this morning actually, and I just want to share it with everyone. The coldest race in Formula 1 history is actually Canada 1978, where it was 5 degrees, goodness me, and there's a Red Bull off in the background, where it is 5 degrees in Canada, and apparently Las Vegas potentially could be lower than that then, and it's going to be very interesting to see, isn't it? And the tire warm-up is going to be a factor in Las Vegas. However, we're in Japan tonight anyway, for Formula 2. 8th position is Jinner. 9th is Camera Racer. Troy in 10th position, leading the championship. He cannot win the championship tonight there, but make another big step then. 11th is Crusher T with Vestier in 12th position. 13th is Gordo. 14th is Cam making his debut tonight. Good luck to you, Cam. And in 15th position is Farfu. Loves these machines, doesn't he, there in the ART. Unfortunately, I reckon that podium on Monday might have been a slight fluke then. Evening Mushroom old chap from Moomin as well. 15 cars on the grid. Shame about the turnout, but it's quality not quantity here tonight then. And let's get going for the start of the Japanese Grand Prix. We are waiting for the lights. Watch the lights, and there they are. 5 sets of lights are on. There's no green because the drivers are so quick with reactions. It's lights out, and it's go, 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 and the land of the rising sun. And Sickersburg has had a great start. Reflection is going to be a sandwich here. Sickersburg cuts across going into turn 1 there, and he takes the lead, but Sickersburg has gone wide, and Reflection is going to be on the inside for turn 2, but no dice there. Someone's been run out very wide down. I think it was and someone's right off the circuit then. Who is that then? I think that is Knowlesy. Goodness me, Knowlesy, I think he got hung out to dry there brutally, and he's dropped right to the back of the field. Knowlesy has it. That is bad news for Carling. Sickersburg leads. Reflection in second. Martin in third. Kaz in fourth. Mushroom up 2 positions. Troy, the championship leader, at 4 positions. Farf at 5 positions here as we go into the first of the 2 Degness then on the opening lap here. As you can see, it is evening here tonight. Oh, contact there at the back, and Kaz is off the circuit. I think he's been punted, and the Prima car right to the back of the field then. It is a tough circuit. This one is. Jinner is going up the inside. Goodness me, that's a day late and $1 short for one of the blue cars. I think that was Jinner. Goodness me, and Cam, who's up 6 positions, make that 7 now. There is Cam then, and oh gosh, I'm getting very concerned here as he comes to Spoon corner for the first opening couple of laps here. And Cam there up into 9th position there. And goodness me, as Jinner is struggling up there. Of course, no mandatory pit stops in Formula 2 in the sprint race, of course, which means that if you get damaged there, that is all done and dusted unless there's a safety car on board with Cam. Then once again, he's all over the back of the gearbox of Jinner to go into the 130. Oh my golly gosh, that's incredible. Was he off the circuit though? Let's not worry about that, because let's just absolutely bathe in the magnificent overtake there from Cam, and a brilliant, magnificent manoeuvre. Fernando Alonso SR, he can't to complete the opening lap then. We've got Camaro, who is going to be in fine vessel in the feature, but unfortunately the sprint is in the heart of the midfield here, and he's now on the inside of Gordo going into turn 1. Gordo down into 12th position now, on board with the PHM Racing team, formerly known as the Charus team, if any of you watched their Formula 2 opening couple of races in the beginning of the season. Knowlesy down in 50th position there, but Sickersburg flying at the moment there. That is not 6/10, so that is not 4/10 of a second. I think that's more of a second there. He's got a gap there. Troy is, unbeknownst to me, last time I seen him, he was in 6th position. He's now flying up into a magnificent 3rd position. I think Troy has got yellow flag in the background. What's that? Crustier T is recovering in the ART, and unfortunately that's issues there. Troy has got 5 sprint race wins this season and 4 feature race wins there for Troy, and he is looking very strong indeed there. I think that is the most, actually it is the most out of anyone, isn't it? Of course, next is a Toy Coin with Frio sprint race wins. He's got up the inside there. Reflections there, of course, Reflections and Serious Mushroom. Both drivers have not missed an ALR race in well over 2-3 seasons now. Been absolutely fantastic, both those drivers have. I can't remember the exact number. Serious Mushroom has never missed an ALR race, whether he's participated in silver or bronze, and same with the event league as well. So really good stuff indeed. Serious Mushroom has never missed a race. And Reflections, since becoming a full-time driver of ALR, has never missed a race either. So fantastic stuff indeed from both those drivers. Very good innings there. Sickersburg got the fast off race followed by Troy, and now here comes Farf, who is all over the gearbox now of Martin. Here he comes, and Farf is going to sniff in the ART. He's through, of course, in the Sauber livery worried. Oh, goodness me, Martin having a look at the inside, but far from chopping off the nose cone there of the Dams machine. And look at that movement now up into second position. We're on board now with Cam making his debut tonight. Cam is there in the high-tech car then, as he is on the Crawford car. As who is that going? I think that's Martin struggling in the second Dams machine. And Movement wants to get past quite quickly here. Unfortunately, he's left the door open. Then Serious Mushroom has got past Reflections there. And now, oh gosh, Martin Movement having a look there, but Cam is having no problems. Having no, oh, he's got 3-second penalty, unfortunately. So that is some problems there. As goodness me, and there's contact there between the two cars of Jinner and Cam. I think it is Jinner now up the inside there. Jinner as there's more shenanigans down in the hairpin here. Vessier is now from 2-9 position. Cam getting a 3-second penalty for his troubles here tonight. Then as we come out of the hairpin and up into the Spoon corner now. Cam unfortunately not getting the rub of the green there, unfortunately. And look at how quickly they're condensed down. Far from the fourth now. Great driving, by the way, from Troy and Farf and Serious Mushroom as well. All up major position as well. Same with Cam at 4 positions there. Free for Vessier. We're on board of Vessier now as Jinner is unfortunately falling back at the moment there. So going to the 130R. But no daring overtake at this stage of the sprint race as we go into the triangle chicane. Camaro diving up the inside there, and I think that Cam is not going to be very impressed with that there, as Camaro there getting his elbows out there in the triangle chicane, but unfortunately now he's lost momentum, and here comes Cam coming back at him now, going into turn 1. Then let's have a look then, and he goes for it. He's having a look. And yes, he's back up the inside at Camarisa. Well, I didn't think he was off the circuit there, but he's got a 3-second penalty nonetheless. Camaro has. Cam back him to 10th position. Remember, it's the top 8 in the sprints that gets the points out. In the feature, it is the top 10. I said top 8, didn't I? Yeah, of course, you also get 2 points for fastest lap as well then. So, Troy has taken the lead of the... Oh, no, he hasn't. There's contact between himself and Sickers Matt there into the Degners. And, goodness me, and there's Serious Mushroom there. Troy is absolutely seething in his cockpit there. As, is Sickers Matt there braking very early as well then. I don't think Troy's got damage, has he? Remember, he had damage on the back of Gurman's car on Sunday night then in gold. But let's see. Hopefully he doesn't get damage here tonight. And as Sick as Muck is leading this way then, but Sick as Muck and Troy there having a few getting a bit too close for comfort there. Martin is going to be looking over his shoulder now because movement's all over the back of him as well. Going into Spoon, there he is. But I think I'm going to stick with the front here because as we go up into the 130R now, we're on board with Troy. We have got Cam back up into 9th position now. There's a problem for Vessier. He is off at the exit of Spoon now. And Vessier dropping down the order as Vessier's out of the race and crushed your T off the circuit. And that's a safety car. And I'm not sure if it's for Vessier or... it's Sick as Muck's in the pits. I'm not sure if it's for Vessier or crushed your T. I think it might be for both. Sick as Muck in the pits and has got a 5-second penalty there for... I think that was a late call there, unfortunately. And yeah, we got a drive-through penalty for speed on the safety car. Chaos, I say. Into the pits now comes Sick as Muck there, and he is going on to the soft compound tyres now. That should get to the end of the race. And let's see how if this pays dividends or not. Then far from soft tyres as well. Gordo also coming into the pits, and as the PHM team are not ready for him, as now they're ready. Must have been a very late call. He's going back onto the medium tyres. Gordo is here. I'm surprised he didn't think about the soft tyres. He may have thought about the soft tyres, but thought better of it actually. Crusher T then also coming into the pits as well. Serious Mushroom is bemused about something. We didn't see what, unfortunately, as we was looking at the incident in the back of the field. Vessier, the first retirement of this race set, and that is 2 different types of compounds on that car. Now they've got it going for the ART, but a very slow stop. But luckily for Crusher T, he is on the right tyre. Well, he's on the tyre compound nonetheless, as he is coming out of the pits. And luckily for Crusher T, there is a safety car in this sprint event tonight. So safety car out. Troy leads the way then with Cirrus Mushroom in a second position. Third position is Reflections with Martin in fourth. Fifth is Moving with Jinner in sixth. Seventh is Cam. Eighth is Camaro. Ninth is Knowlesy. 10th is Kaz. The top 8 scores points in this one. Of course, not the top 10. And it's the old school points as well from back when Formula 1 was racing between 2003 to 2009, I think it was. 10 points for first, 1 point for even. Of course, we do have 2 points for fast lap and 2 points for pole position as well. Then. So you can potentially get a max of 29 points in the race itself. Of course, so we're now even though Troy's already got the 2 points summed up for him as well, so Troy can potentially get 29 points in the feature race with the 2 points already, plus 2 for fast lap, and was it 1 for fast lap? I can't remember now. I got my rule book out. As you can see, it's a beautiful sun, a beautiful bit of dusk here tonight in Japan. Japan is treating us to some very action-packed races there. A lot of rain as well, hasn't it? There, so we've had some very unique weather here in Japan, haven't we? In gold and bronze. Of course, it was raining a very long time in bronze last night, and it caught a lot of drivers out. As I was expecting it, I was expecting a lot of drivers to go to the intermediate tyres, but it was dry for so long, it only transitioned into the intermediate tyres about 20 laps after it started raining, which was very interesting, wasn't it? Kaz is off the circuit. There's a problem for Kaz there as he's recovering now, but he's gone off and he's actually lost 2 positions in that. Gordo back into the pits now. I reckon is that medium tyres again for Gordo. I reckon those are softs. They are softs for Gordo now. I think so. I'm wondering then if the PHM team have not given Gordo the right compound of tyres. Now they have. Unfortunately though, that he has lost out to Crustier T. Kaz has got a drive through penalty, unfortunately, anyway, there. I think I missed that, didn't I? Shocking behaviour. Serious as sorry, Kaz, I had no idea you would break that heart then. So issues were between Kaz and Mushroom there as they have come to blows somewhere. But luckily for Mushroom and all your Mushroom fans out there, we did not see it on stream, so we cannot judge there. Albeit when I judge it, usually not right anyway. So safety car's out at the moment, and I don't think safety car will be in this lap, so hopefully it'll be in the next lap, which gives us an opportunity to review the penalties at the moment. Then of course we've got a driver at 6 minutes 5 second penalty, 3 seconds for Cam, 3 seconds for Camera as well. Kaz has got a drive-through penalty in the Prima car as well. Then of course 14 drivers left out of the 15 that it started here tonight on a Wednesday. And of course, here in Formula 2, soft tyres out for Sigismund, for Far, for Christian T, and for Gordo. Kaz dropped right down to the back of the field. Unfortunately, something went a bit awry. Unfortunately for Kaz and for the Canadian driver. Of course, next week, or this Sunday, I should say, we have got no real Formula 1 now. Of course, we got to wait 2 weeks before Las Vegas, which I'm looking forward to it, don't get me wrong, but I'm also feeling that it might be a bit cringe as well there. But let's see how that one transpires, shall we? If you thought that the walkouts in Miami was bad, I dread to think what Las Vegas is going to be like. But let's see how it goes, because I must admit, I might enjoy all the bravado. What I ain't going to enjoy is the 6 a.m. start, I think it is, isn't it? Until UK time, of course. Thank goodness gracious me. I thought that my early setting alarm days on Sunday was over after Japan. How wrong was I? As Gordo there just catching to the back of the crocodile. Safety car being ends up, then we're going to have a proper sprint now, haven't we? We've just 4 laps left in this one. 4 laps left in this one. Yeah, so Las Vegas next week, and of course talking of that then, which means that I hope everyone in the ALR paddock then has got their BoxBox app ready for them. Of course that powers ALR, that powers me as well. Which means you can follow the race on your mobile app there. I must admit, I feel like a dinosaur when I say mobile app, but yes, because I am old, to be fair. But you can follow the race on your mobile app, live timing, so you can have for widgets of your favourite drivers as well. Of course, Knowlesy has Lewis Hamilton. I'm probably going to have a different driver this week because I like all 20 drivers because that's the kind of person I am, unfortunately. As Kaz dropped right down to the back, I think the Kaz might just be getting out of people's way potentially here as he has a drive-through penalty, unfortunately. But hopefully we'll be green flag again movement. I keep getting blocked the whole way around the track by people that want to go for a move, but hard when they move over the place, when they move all over the place then. But I'm trying to get through with no jumpers, and I'm just going to record it. I'm not sure. Is that the issues on circuit, or is that the Las Vegas Grand Prix? I hope it's Las Vegas. To be honest. I would have recorded it as well. Really, I used to record the races when way back when I was in my old party days, which I must say is like 20 decades ago. Right, safety cars, and now Bert Molander is flying off the scene of the scene now, and we're going to be racing again. Now you can see, look, all those old pits of track there. It's fascinating. You can see that's the old pit in, and they used around 95-ish. I remember that pit lane quite well because I used to keep crashing into it. Out the final turn then, and Troy leads the way with Mushroom in second. Third position is Reflection. There you can see that they're already trying to break the slipstream. Only one DRS then, which I should have probably have said in the beginning of the broadcast, but never mind. Kaz is into the pits to surface drive-through, and he's got a 5-second penalty now, unfortunately, Kaz has, as it doesn't rain, but it pours, unfortunately, for the Prima driver. Crester T trying to get past it, so we're going to keep an eye on the soft runners here, and here's the first soft runner, which is Stickers Muck then, moving all over the back of Martin here, as Reflections. Oh, and unfortunately, Stickers Muck has got one there, but he's going to go on the outside of Knowlesy. Look, there's Farf is on the outside. Goodness gracious me. Farf is keen to get past Knowlesy here. He's already passed Stickers Muck then on board. Yellow flag there. Something's gone wrong with Crester T at the back of the field, and the Crester T on those soft tires there. Unfortunately, that's not paying dividends at the moment. Lap 8, as it's not very, and Gordo's got past his teammate as well. Stickers Muck is struggling, so, and he's right down to the back of the field now. Gordo up into 11th power, almost into the back of 4th power. I say almost then, but mere mortals like me. Camaro's up the circuit. Oh no, and Knowlesy's off as well. Camaro down the order then. Yellow flag then, goodness me. Farf is in 8th position now then. Who's that there? And that is Jitter and Cam there getting very close. At Spoon Corner there. My word. We need to stop saying there as well. Flying past now as we come onto the 130R. And now Cam Jitter is going to have a sniff. He's going to have a look. I think that is Cam going to be aware of this. No toys on these Formula 2 machines, and no DRS. DRS and no hers. Goodness me. That might be a new slang for saying DRS. We got Cam there coming out to the triangle, Casio triangle, and on to lap 10. Then DRS might be available at the end of this one. Moving all over the back of Martin, but he just not has the straight line speed just yet. And once again, look at this, and they're slipstreaming each other there. There's Martin go and have a look there. Martin doing a great job in 4th position there. He's got 3 more laps to hold on then. Look at Gino having a slip on the inside. Farfa is going to go up and under. He's going to have the purchase on those soft tyres, but Jitters haven't done it there, but Farfa's got the outside. He'll have the inside. There's contact there between Farf and Jinner. My goodness me, but Farf is determined to get past it, but he hasn't got the purchase, which I'm surprised by. I thought he was going to drive around the outside. He does drive around the outside now, and forcing Jinner off the bit wide there. And who is that then going side by side? And oh gosh, that is Martin Cam. Martin's off the circuit. There's a pile up in deck there. Oh no, oh dear. And Martin having a good race there, but that is not good at all. Stickers Muck off the circuit. Knowlesy dropping down to the back of the field as well. Farf off the circuit, and it's chaos here in Japan. Farf, I think he's damaged his wing there, and I think he is furious with that there. It was all getting a bit tasty, wasn't it there? And we've also got Jinner off the circuit as well. It's all falling to pot here in this one. Oh dear, and yellow flags all over the show here. We got drivers crawling, and Martin there who, oh goodness me, Jinner's off the circuit as well. What's going on here? It's an absolute carnage here. As Jinner there back on its spoon now. Oh my goodness me, that was quite a mess. Quite a mess indeed. Farf is back going again, but he's damaged his wing, unfortunately. Farf has. He's had the pace here tonight, but unfortunately getting through the field has proved a bit hazardous to his health. DRS is now available at the end of this lap. is now available at the end of this lap. Then Martin down in 9th position. He is not all over for Martin yet, though, is it? As he has got a clean pair of fields. He's not damaged. So and there are drivers in front of us that does have penalties there. One of them is Camera, one of them is Gordo, and one of them is Cam as well. And there's also Six Monk, Jinner, and Kaz, all with penalties as we go through Snake Way is the S's here of Gordo. Goodness me, I was on the wrong program there. If anyone knows what Snake Way is, then I'm going to give you a virtual high five. Right, well, I think I know what Snake Way is, but I'm not sure if anyone else does. There's damage to Gordo's car, which I think all happened at this part of the circuit here last time around in the Degnas. And unfortunately for Gordo and Farf, both drivers on the soft tyres. That is a major blow indeed. There is a Gordo flicking past me now and going into the hairpin at the moment, though. I think the drivers are all spread out there, moving now for the fourth position. And Cam down fifth. Pressure T does have a penalty for his efforts, and there are the penalty situation at this moment in time. Cam 3 seconds, Gordo 3 seconds, Camaro 3 seconds, Crester T 3 seconds as well. Top 8, remember, gets the points, but at the moment though, Nosey is 6 seconds back and will not advance up the order. Unfortunately, Martin just outside the points there, as Farf has got past teammate Crester T and back him to 10th position. Farf, even with that damage there, is going to be quite quick. He loves these Formula 2 cars, doesn't he? But unfortunately, he has come across. But here comes the Virtuosi car, as I was trying to say the sponsor there, but I wasn't getting wasn't doing a good job there at all. Final lap then here in the sprint of the Japanese Grand Prix, and what an action-packed race it's been then. First out of the race, and we also had Crester T crash as well. One of those two drivers caused a safety car that allowed Gordo as all Reflection is off bed and moving there as, oh goodness me, moving there, going up the inside there. Reflections had to go off the road. That is Podium slipped out of Reflection's grasp here, and now he's got Cam all over in the back of his rear diffuser there for company on this final lap now. And Camera then giving Reflection a bit of a squeeze here, but it's a good performance so far from, oh gosh, and Cam just about kept it going in a forward motion somehow. Brilliant car control there from Cam. My goodness me. Well, look at this. We got Gordo and Cam. Then Reflections doesn't need to fight this one too hard. He knows about the penalties from Gordo and Cam behind him. So as long as he doesn't lose 3 seconds on this final lap, then Farf's got a 3-second penalty as well, as he's flown right to the back of Martin there. They do not need, Reflections does not need to worry too much. Then he's a racer. He is not going to just wave at these two drivers through, is he? Of course he's not. But with the 3-second penalty for the two drivers behind him, then he should keep fourth position there. As Troy is going up to the 130 on, and Gordo's got no penalty. That could cost him dearly here. We'll take a look at the gaps at the end of this. As Troy is coming into the triangle chicane there for the 11th and final time then, with Serious Mushroom following him home in second position. Good performance indeed there, but Troy is going to win this 6th sprint race of the season. He wins his 6th sprint race of the season out of 11 starts, and that's over a 50% win rate there for Troy, and extends his lead in the championship. He cannot win the championship here tonight, of course, but maybe, I don't think he can win it in Qatar either. And be Brazil, won't it, where he can win it. But Troy, what a performance here, is 6th. Cars out of the sprint race here. His 6th Grand Prix win in 11 sprint races. They're fantastic there for Troy. Good job indeed there. He came through the field quite nice indeed. He was on pole position as well for the feature coming up in just a whisker's time. And so really good stuff indeed there for the Super Swede and driver of the day as well. And the Nosey is in the looks like he's in the Nosey book. There is I think he was trying to let someone through there, and unfortunately Sickers got caught up in that. Unfortunately, Gordo was going quite good, to be fair. Forget how little deterrence you get there. Unfortunately, so Bubbly is being sprayed on the podium. Whilst that is going on, let's take a look at the classification from the sprint here tonight, and it is Troy A. who would be really who's going to be really happy with that. Then it's sixth sprint race winner of the season in Suzuka. Serious Mushroom, great job in second position today, and that is Serious Mushroom's third podium in the sprint. Moomin on the podium as well in third position there. Reflections, good drive in fourth. Fifth position, Cam on his debut, good stuff indeed. Gordo in sixth there, recovered quite nicely there. Camaro in seventh, and Knowlesy completes the top eight for points. Then Martin was looking so strong there before it came all undone in the in Degner's, and Farf in 10th position. That also came undone at the same place for Farf. Question T 11th, Sigismund 12th, Jinner in 13th. Two retirements in this one, which is Fessier and Kaz then in the sprint race here in Japan there.
BoxBox Hub is an absolute essential for any Formula One fan, and the entire app with new widgets, statistics, localized race schedules, and countdowns, you name it. They even have support for Apple's new live activities feature with real-time updates during a race right on the lock screen, and honestly, some of the best looking widgets I've seen.
Welcome back after that little intermission then. Let's get on with the race, shall we? It's a bit dull out there at the moment, isn't it? Oh, where am I? Right then. Podium, let's go then. We've also got Gordo saying that was quite good, to be fair. Forgot how little the tires you get through. Had to get off those mediums I boxed because I never realised you only get two sets of tires. Broke Gorilla, evening. Shannon, hope you're well. Hello, Mushroom Mate. Good evening to you, Broke Gorilla. It's really good to see you. Popping in the stream now. It's very good stuff indeed. Arsenal's just reached the last 16 in the Champions League. Good stuff. If I've read that right, anyway. I didn't think they kicked off yet. Goodness gracious me. Go back to the old times, I reckon. Just having an old Champions League kicking off a quarterway, that would do me nicely. I'm all good. No problem with Mushroom now. As we've also got GG Kaz on GG on the podium for Kaz as well. Sorry, Kaz, my bad. As that we've all just getting through the comments as well. Not ready to start up front then. Don't worry about the first quarter, Kaz. Can't be helped. Only see what's ahead of you really. Evening to Broke Gorilla there as well. Fantastic stuff indeed. Right, let's go for the grid then. This is the grid for the from the qualifying we had earlier on tonight then, and now we've got an extra 4 laps for the feature race. Doesn't feel like a feature race at all, does it? Troy is drifting around Dunlop there, isn't he? And hoping to extend his lead even further in the championship. Interesting strategy there for movement now, and of course Serious Mushroom also saying that he's all good there. He's all good as well, which is good to see. Right, soft tires for Serious Mushroom and Nosy and Sigismund, Reflections, Cruster, T, Gordo, Cam and Farm. Everyone else on the medium compound tires. Grid then looks like this. Too good to miss. There's Troy on pole position there. Second position is Camaro. He got some points in the sprint. Can he get some good ones? Can he get some humongous amount of points in the feature here tonight? Jinner in third position. Mushroom is in fourth with Knowlesy in fifth. Moomin is in sixth position. Seventh is Kaz with Martin in eighth. And ninth is Sigismund. 10th is Reflections there. 11th Crustier T with Vessier in 12th. 13th is Gordo. Cam in 14th. Farf in 15th position there. As we get ready to so then there's Broke Gorilla. It's not raced properly since 2021 then. Of course, the 2022 game, ALR only had one season in 2022 game, didn't they? As it was very, much to be desired, wasn't it? The 2022 game. This game, a much more, bigger improvement, I would say. Then, however, I don't really know, to be honest, because all I know is cars go fast and around in circles. That's all I need to know about and need to worry about. As we now line up on the grid now, preparing ourselves for the start here in the land of the rising sun here in Japan. Our fourth and final day here in Suzuka. Then we have had some incredible races then from gold, silver, bronze, and now in F2. As I think there was an ambulance going past here. Thank goodness gracious me, then. It could be action-packed here in Japan tonight. Of course, next week we are in Qatar for the first time ever in ALR history, so looking forward to that. That is going to be a challenge for the drivers. Looking forward indeed. But however, we still got one more race in Japan then. Our final race then for the final time in Japan. It's lights out and away we go. And Troy cuts across Cameron as we go into turn one then. As downhill into turn one there, and it all looks fine and dandy then. Troy and Cameron, Jenna Knowlesy on the outside then. He's having a sniff on the outside, but no dice. And Martin have a look up the inside. And they all look, they've got away cleanly, haven't they? And it looks a bit cleaner this time around then. They may have got used to the Formula 2 machines here. And you can see we've got 3 Red Bulls there, very much. So it was that gone off. And now we're on board with Cam then, who is going on the inside of Farf. Goodness gracious me, and that's up for your breast. Farf is going to be squeezed. And crest your T. And he has somehow kept it out of the barrier. Well held, sir. Good stuff indeed there from Crusher T. Unfortunately, he's lost a humongous amount of time, but it could have been a lot worse there. So good stuff there from Crusher T. Great car control in the ART. Into the hairpin for the first time out of 15 then. It is Troy, Cameron. Then we have Jidda, followed by Serious Mushner. Then we got Martin, who is losing positions there, but however, he's gone very deep into the hairpin and had an incredible exit of the hairpin. And now he's alongside Kaz going into Spoon Corner. Kaz is I think he dropped back there, didn't he? And he's going up the inside there. And him and Martin Kaz and Martin, goodness me, Kaz and Martin came together at Spoon Corner. And now we've got Sickers Muck then, who is never shy of an overtake. Then look at these 3 cars there going Lionel Stoner. That's Camaro. He is very much under the caution in the front of the field as well. Goodness me, oh my gosh there. And Kaz has gone on the outside there. It wasn't Kaz, I think it was Sickers Muck there. Camero survives that onslaught then out of the chicane then to complete lap 1. Troy is already a second and a half in front. There is the world champion from Gold then, absolutely flying at the moment then, with Camero in second. Third is Jenner. Fourth is Mushroom at the moment, followed by Moomin and Knowlesy 5th and 6th. Take us back up 2 positions. Cam at 4 positions. A great start indeed there for Cam, the debutant here tonight. Looking very fine indeed then. Look at these cute cars. Only one DRS around this circuit. That is on the start-finish straight. We're on board with Knowlesy now in the Fittipaldi car. I think Fittipaldi was actually tested in one of the Indy cars, wasn't he? Late last week. So really cool. Some to see both Fittipaldis on the grid in the Indy car. This is Formula 2 though, Sean. Get on with the program. Here they go into deck. The camera's gone wide. Yellow flag in the background. I think Crusher T has had a problem again. Camero out of control. Jitter, unfortunately, is being collected there. Goodness me, Camero was going left, right, left. Goodness me, he was ready to go and dance for, wasn't he, Camero? However, unfortunately, Jitter was collected in that one. There was easy. He was very wobbly out of the second deck now. Knowlesy then all over his gearbox, and he's not a minute behind Camero. He's not a minute behind Camero. He's very much alongside Camero, very much underneath the gearbox of Camero as well. Coming out of Spoon at corner once again, there's flicking past me now. There they go. Wow. Incredible. 1.5 seconds out of Serious Mushroom up in the second position with Moomin in third. Exactly how they finished the sprint race at the moment there, haven't they? So, but those drivers got a long way to go to keep that distance, because Knowlesy is going to have a sniff, but on the outside goes Jitter there. So soft tyres falling off the cliff already. This is a bit unique about this race there, because tyres the striding is going to be slightly different to the sprint. You have to have at least one mandatory pit stop, don't you? DRS has now been available on the start finish straight. The only place where you can have DRS as Jenner is fading to the inside there. Knowlesy was very much shaping up there, but Jenner slammed the door shut on the toes of Knowlesy before he even had a chance. And Crusher T in the pits as Crusher T out of the feature race, unfortunately there after having an issue then. So Crusher T unfortunately out of this one. Cam now in 9th position there. We got Farf in 10th. Goodness gracious me, Farf! That is surely not PG, as we're right in the gearbox there at Cam. And now then Kaz is on the inside there with Kaz. And goodness me, here into the... I'm losing my headset there. Farf, Kaz is... Well, where's he gone? He's off the circle. He's come back on now, but he's out of the points at Versa in 10th. Kaz in 11th, Martin 12th, Gordo 13th. Reflections in at 14th at the moment. There's Troy, 3 seconds in front, and it's okay chaos behind Troy at the moment, because there is Mushroom, followed by Movement, then we got Camaro, followed by Jinner, followed by Knowlesy, then we got Sick as Mutt, Cam, and Farf as well, as there's a bit of a queue developing behind Camaro at the moment, but Camaro is quick where he needs to be quick, and that is important for Camaro at the moment. But we are going to be starting to look now at the pit stop scenario, and these soft tires are not well, Knowles is crawling all over the back of Jinner, but I'm surprised at how these soft tires have played out here, because I thought that they would be a bit quicker than this then. But that's not the case at the moment, is it there? And I'm already sweaty. Goodness me, Jinner's got a 3-second penalty. That's the first penalty. And Farf, I think, is also, he has indeed. Farf also getting penalties as well. That is not good at all then, unfortunately. And now we got... Now we've got Jinner all over the gearbox of Camaro going into turn one. He's going for it. He's having a look. And he's sneaking up the inside there. And he gets Camaro. And goodness me, great racing from both drivers. Oh, it's Camaro then trying to take the racing line. And that is firm but fair. I love that. That is absolutely supreme stuff there. That was ultra professionalism from both drivers there. Giving each other just about a car's width in between each other. That is incredible. But now Jinner's had a great launch up into Dunlop and into the deck of Deckness, and he is on the outside deck. Oh my gosh! Wow! Oh no! And Camaro off the circuit. He's going to come back on the circuit, and he does a very good job. Camaro does. Hats off to him there, because I thought he was going to reverse back onto the... Not reverse, roll back onto the circuit. Unfortunately, though, Camaro, he has lost an abundance amount of time. And, oh, that is a shame, isn't it? The minutest of touches going into the... should have Camaro backed out, should have Jinner backed out. I thought Jinner was slightly ahead into the first Degners, but going on the outside into Degner is very dangerous indeed, and going on the side by side into Degners is very dangerous, isn't it? I'm not sure what to make of that one, firstly, but luckily I'm not a steward. Going up the brow of the hill, then we just seen the second of Virtuosi cars there, and Jinner there going very extreme with the weaving there, as very one weaving manoeuvre there. He only moved across the track once then, which is that is very much the bottom line of the rules, isn't it, when defending your position? But I think that was quite extreme there for Jinner, as he was trying to break the slipstream then. As now Jinner's going to be getting a sinking feeling. Here comes Knowlesy. What about Cam as well? Cam's up in the 6th, and he's on the outside. And oh no, Cam is off the circuit, and I think he's followed Knowlesy off the circuit. Both drivers. Oh, and Jinner just about, and Farf is on the outside. And goodness me, I think Cam followed Knowlesy off the circuit. I think Knowlesy may have got a bit too deep into turn one there, got a bit too excited, and unfortunately he's gone off the circuit, and Cam followed him off there, and it's quite easy to do, isn't it, when you're racing? It's very easy to follow the driver in front there. Cam is somehow squeezed in front of Sick as Mutt there, but Sick as Mutt is on the inside. He thinks better of it, and Cam back up in 6th position now. Farf and Jinner got penalties at the moment, so they've got to start to motor now. That 5 out of 15 in this one then, as we're just watching Farf, who's made his revenue 5th position there in car 5 as well. The Tire Porcher car in the ART. The upper ART is... where is the upper ART? I thought we had 2 ART. Oh, sorry, it's question 2 out. I apologise profusely. I am watching, I promise you. Goodness me. Kazu, I'm wondering now, as Kaz is starting to really pressurise Vest here, I'm wondering now then if the soft tires are starting to go off here. Well, having said that, the evidence is really not clear on this part of the circuit, is it? As Farf is climbing all the back of Jinner at the moment. Jinner is the cork in the bottle here as we go into the 130R once again. Then Farf has got some momentum on the outside here into the Casio triangle. Jinner's gone wide. Farf is just going to sit back there, the Udio switcheroo, but Jinner has parked his car in a beautiful spot. Not if you're Farf, of course, but Farf does have DRS now, and Gordo is in the pits there. You've 3-second penalty for Camaro's car, as Farf up into 4th position. Contact, more contact, and then Cam also hits Jinner as well. Good gosh, and I'm not sure if that was a lag bubble. Do they still exist? First I ever heard that was when I was watching I think it was Ben from Australia who used to stream F1. Sigismund now in 8th position, Vester up in the 7th. No, Sigismund dropped down, so I apologise. Kaz doing a great job in the second Prima, doing a very good job indeed then, looking strong now is Kaz, got some pace as well. But I'm expecting, so U's been in the pits then whilst I've been waffling on. Sigismund in the background getting very wild there. Gordo's in the pits and Knowlesy has been in the pits as well. As you can see, Jinner struggling. He's all over the track there. Goodness me, that Virtuosi is wagging like an excitable dog, isn't it? Well, there is Jinner is struggling to control the back end there. Very floaty, the old rear posterior of Jinner into Spoon corner now. 3 seconds of gap is for Gina, Troy and Mushroom, but I think the Mushroom may start to instigate the undercut here. Lap 6 out of 15 as we're coming up to half distance here. Very close to compounded tires are here tonight. That's one thing I'd say about the Formula 2 is the compounds are probably a bit too close. Maybe they should have a step in between now just to make the race a bit more interesting, make the soft tires less durable from this Ginger Fool's point of view. Very got Reflections now making the moves there, and he is now up into a 10th position there. Moomin has stayed out. Interesting strategy there for Moomin. We have got Farf in the pits as well. Cam's got a 5-second penalty. That is criminal, unfortunately, for Cam. And his punishment is a 5-second penalty there, which will be served at his next stop or will be added on to the end of his race time. Martin has got back past Reflections. Reflections and Sigismund are the only two who have stayed out, which was on the soft tyres. Everyone above, everyone that has stayed out now is on the medium tyres, the likes of Camaro, Martin, Kaz in 6th position, and Sigismund soft in 5th position. There you have Vestier in 4th with Jinner 3rd, Moomin 2nd, and Troy now got a 6-second lead. Serious Mushroom has come out of the pits there, and there's Farf, there's Cam, there's Gordo, and there's Knowlesy in the background as well. All these drivers are pitted then. Serious Mushroom is going to have to get, is going to have to really put his floor to the, his foot to the floor flat out now for before this stint, and can he undercut Troy there? Troy's all the way up into Spoon corner though, isn't he? He's got an absolutely incredible lead there. No tyre warmers on Formula 2, so all the heat generated now from Mushroom and Co is going to have to be. That sounds like a company there. All the heat generated now from Mushroom is going to have to be from Mushroom himself now, isn't it? So that is what he's got to do now as we come into the triangle chicane. I wonder if Troy might just come into the pits there to reduce the rear side. Lap 7 then to soft tyres have got to lap 6 already in this race, but Troy is thinking better of it than he is staying out for one more lap then. The pit, just take a look to see what's happening in the pit X there. Moomin is coming into the pits there, and Jinner's got a 3-second penalty there. Unfortunately, he has stayed out there. Moomin has come to the pits. Everyone else has stayed out so far in this one then, and now we've got Kaz, who is Sigismund is in. Oh, a 5-second penalty for Sigismund. Then Moomin is now onto the soft tyres. Is he going to be held up by the PHM car? He is slightly there, and that's not going to help Moomin in his fight with Serious Mushroom. He comes out of the pits now. Reflections in the pits. Moomin is still coming down the pit lane. The Moomin still sprint winner, but there he is there. And look at this. And look, Mushroom has done it there. He is through in 8th position. Can Moomin get out in front of who is that coming down? That's Farf coming down the order, and that's Farf and Cam very close together there. Goodness gracious me, they're inseparable at the moment, these two drivers are. But Moomin just in front, he is on the soft tyres, which means he'll have a pace advantage in theory over the drivers behind him. But for how long will that pace advantage be before it swaps around? And even then, I don't think the pace advantage is too great, is it, between the two compounded tyres here tonight. Well, there's Troy then, very serenely going through Spoon corner there, isn't he? Enjoying himself here on this beautiful Wednesday night in Car 3 in the Rolling Karting team then, which I think Rolling Karting was actually put a bid in to race in Formula 1, didn't they? And I think that they had a guaranteed seat for, was it Jamie Chadwick, I think it was, but unfortunately their bid got declined, I believe. But of course, the only bid that did get successful was the Andretti car, wasn't it? The Andretti team, which Personally, I'm a big fan of having more teams on the grid, but I think that 10 teams is not enough. I would rather see 13. That is the maximum number of teams allowed on the grid. However, I'll be overjoyed if Andretti gets in. To be fair, because they look like a very good racing outfit as well, isn't it? And they're not a no disrespect to the HRT team, but they're not a HRT team that will be like I was like 10 seconds off the pole position in Bahrain in 2010. Something like that, weren't they? So I don't think they're going to be that. I don't think they're going to be. I don't think they're going to have that kind of problem. Jinner coming out of the pits now. Martin in the pits as well. We got a lot of pit activity. 2 more 5-second penalties. Unfortunately, Farf Broth has set the fastest lap of the race there, and a bonus point is coming Farf's way there. But I don't think he's concerned about the bonus point at the moment. Well, he might be actually, but he's also concerned about potentially keeping moving. Very much within his sights then, and also keeping Cam behind him in his wing mirrors. Jenner, I think it's one of the drivers that did get a 5-second penalty on lap 9 out of 15 here tonight there. My goodness me, the pace is absolutely red hot tonight, isn't it? And now here comes Martin, who is now all over the back of Reflections in the battle for 12th and 13th position. Crest camera racer in 14th there. Here's Troy, who has not pitted yet, and nor is Vessier. Everyone else has pitted now. Here comes Troy, flying past us now, then leaving it almost as late as possible then, as he is preparing for a pit stop. I'm sure of it. Vessier is just coming out of Spoon Corner. He is another driver that I'm pitted even then, so serious Mush's deficit is about 31 seconds there. It is 31 seconds then. I was just checked there. So 31 seconds gap between Troy and serious Mush there. But of course, it's pit stops out. There's only one mechanic per time. Troy's got a 5-second penalty there for speeding in the pit lane. That could be costly there for Troy. We'll find out in just a little while. He will not serve it in the pit lane. His reflection is past Martin and up into 12th position there. Of course, that was a very heavily discussed part of the circuit last night in Bronze between TK and Cass, the debutant there. Because Cass very quick in Bronze. I don't think he'll be racing in Bronze again, Cass, because he was very quick indeed, wasn't he? But I'm looking forward to see what he does in Silver and Gold then in the future. Here is Mushroom. Oh, and you can see the Troy over the white line there, but I think he should be okay. Troy is retaking the lead, but does have a 5-second penalty. It means that Cirrus Mushroom has got a chance here with 5 laps to go. Troy's going to have to really put his toe down in this one. Vester coming out of the pit as well. Like Troy, staying out as late as possible. And now he's going to use those soft tyres to his advantage. They've got a good old battle here between Sigismund, Gordo and Nosey in the back of this battle. Then Sigismund does have the youngest tyres on his car at the moment with 2-lap old hard tyres. Look at the penalty situation moment. Troy has a 5-second penalty. Serious Mushroom needs to keep him within 5 seconds there. 3 seconds for Farf, which at the moment there is a penalty which ain't going to hurt him too much. But let's see how that one transpires. Cam, 8 seconds there, unfortunately for Cam, 11 seconds for Jinner, and 5 seconds for Sigismund. Everyone else out, and Cameron's also got 8 seconds there. That is the penalty situation at this moment in time as I talk to you. That can change there very quickly in this race. And talking of quick exchange their reflections, unfortunately get a penalty. I apologise profusely for talking about penalties, as that always seems to happen there. Troy then is going to have to really get his skates on now, isn't he, if he wants to win this Grand Prix. His stock Grand Prix, is it? It's a Formula 2 sprint feature race there. He's going to have to get his skates on though, isn't he, there, if he wants to win this race, because of course he's got that 5-second penalty there for speeding the pit. He's going to be kicking himself for that one, isn't there? He almost had an unblemished record then. He may still have an unblemished record then, because he is on the softer tyres, but they will wear out. But Troy has stayed out for a very long period of time. Reflections is off at the exit of Spoon, and if there's a safety car here, this could be crucial in the race. I don't think there is going to be a safety car. Vescher's got a 3-second penalty. Reflections has spun the car around and got himself going again. And luckily there is a lot of big gaps here, so the marshals can clear up the debris on the exit of Spoon. And that means that we won't have a VSC or a full safety car, which is going to be music to Troy's ear there. But Cirrus Mush in there, he could potentially be on the cusp of his first ever Formula 2 win. And of course, Cirrus Mush's win in Silver is very much a stuff of legends, isn't it? Cirrus Mush, when he won this race back in Season 2 of Silver. Remember, Cirrus Mushroom is the driver that ended Haas's 8 race winning streak, which of course was Liam Yeh and German. I think German had like 6 race wins, and I think Liam Yeh had 2 in a row. I think it started from France, didn't it, onwards there, where German went into overdrive, of course, went on to win the silver championship, didn't he? Before claiming the gold championship. So the first driver ever in ALR history, German, is to win the silver and gold championships. We've never had a driver in ALR to ever win the bronze and silver championships, so. Which we thought might have happened with Dylan, but it's kind of Dylan's kind of had some issues, hasn't he, over the last few races or so, and Brabbit has just been in fine vessel, hasn't he? There with 2 race wins in a row for Brabbit in silver. Then as we're just coming out of Spoon Corner once again, Knowlesy not needing DRS there because he's going to go on the inside of Gordo now. Gordo with a podium here just a minute back in silver on Monday. Don't think he's going to get a podium here now tonight then, is he? Knowlesy hanging back into the 130R, having a look on the outside in the Casio chicane. He's got Vessier up his rear now with Kaz there as well, and I wonder if Knowlesy is going to be regretting not having to go into the 130R. Farmer's got another penalty that could be crucial now. We said that the 3-second penalty would not be crucial, but that one certainly is going to be. 3 laps to go in this race. Troy, it's a Knowlesy there is visiting the scenery. Unfortunately, he's dropped out of the points. He does have no penalties, so Knowlesy does, so he should be okay. But that is not ideal at all. He's lost 2 positions there to Vessier and Kaz. Kaz has not penalties, nor does Gordo either at the moment, but the drivers in front of him certainly does have penalties then, as we're on lap 12 out of 15 here. Great slow boy, hasn't it? Fantastic stuff indeed here in Formula 2. Only 4 more races to go, only 3 more rounds to go in Formula 2. We go to Qatar next week then, of course, for our sprint and feature races. And then, of course, we go to... I've forgotten what they were. I think it's... I'm sure it's... is it Brazil and Abu Dhabi? Hang on, let me get me book out. Yeah, it's... Brazil and Abu Dhabi after that as well then. So that is the remaining calendar. I'd 3 very good races, 2 very, maybe 2 very good races, 2 race circuits to come. I do like Qatar. It's going to be a test of driver and machine. Then this is a very big test for driver and machine tonight in the Formula 2. I must say that drivers are doing absolutely superbly well to keep the cars on track, as it was going to be a tough one. Troy Sutton fast up the race, absolutely dominating this circuit at the moment, really running away with it now, isn't he? Troy is there with Cirrus Mushroom in second position, and Moomin now in third. Moomin, it's going to be the same podium as we had in the sprint race as well. Moomin doing a good job, as well as Cirrus Mushroom and Troy then out to the triangle chicane then, now coming up to complete a lap as well. And of course, driver of the day vote, as Jenny's got a 3-second penalty. I don't think we're going to have driver of the day vote tonight then, but Vessier on the outside, and he has done it, but Gordo's not having any of it. There's contact there, and Gordo but he lit up the rear tyres there. Gordo didn't, and has lost position, but he needs to stay within, I think it's 3 seconds with Vessier. Yeah, it is. He needs to stay within 3 seconds of Vessier to keep that position out for us. Gordo will be classified 9th in this sprint race here, feature race here. So much terminology. Why, golly gosh, there. Watching Kaz as he goes into Data 1. I think I've read that update wrong from Arsenal. I think Arsenal are actually playing now, as I've just read a message in that Discord. But yes, so there you go. But Champions League is not important this season. It's all about the Europa League. So if you're a Liverpool fan anyway, oh good gosh. Right. We'll get back into the races, shall we? Enough with the football. Knowles is dropping back then. I think he's having issues there. Knowles is unfortunate, which is such a shame, to be honest, as he's on a good race. I reckon when he ran off the track there, I think he might have damaged something on the car. Vessier running wide out of the exit of Spoon, and Kaz is now all over the gearbox of Gordo as well. Is he going to have a look then? He may have a look going down into turn 1 then, as we're on the second to last lap then here in Suzuka. And I think that it's been a joyous race this one has, hasn't it? No safety cars in the feature. There was a safety car in the sprint now, as Camera on the outside and making his way up into 12th position there. Out of the triangle chicane then, lap 14 out of 15 now. Troy 8.5 seconds in front of Mushroom. With good to be Knowlesy has been a very naughty driver, and he's got a 5-second penalty. We have got Mushroom in second, third is Moomin, Fourth is Barf with Cam in fifth, with Jinner in sixth, with Sigismund and Vessier 7th and 8th there. Ninth is Gordo. 10th position is Kaz. We're watching the Gordo and Kaz battle on circuit right now. Martin about 3 seconds back, but camera all over the gearbox of Martin. 13th is Nosey with Reflections down in 14th position there. Penalties for Farf, but he is not losing the position as far as I know yet. But my maths is appalling. Cam is not going to lose. Well, I think he's going to lose a position too. Jinner is as well. Sigismund 5 seconds, 3 seconds for Vestier as well. Kaz all over the back of Gordo here. Goodness gracious me, that is getting very hot here under the collar between these two cars. And Gordo is not given an inch, is he, in that battle going into the hairpin as well. As who was that? That was Vestier. He's got a 3-second penalty. He's got about 2.5 seconds gap between himself and Gordo. I think if Kaz gets past, so Vestier's going to have to really put on a sprint, isn't he, in the feature race here in Suzuka. So if he wants to keep that 8th position there, but the gap is now 0.3 of a second away up to the hill as well. As we're on the final lap now. So Troy is going into turn 1 there. I cannot take my eyes off of this battle though, because this is a absolutely enthralling battle between Gordo and Kaz. Kaz is having a look there. No dice so into the chicane there before accelerating away. He does have DRS going into turn 1 and 2. Kaz is and now Vestier has passed Gordo on track there. Remember, with all the penalties going on there. And look at Gordo, he is defending. So Kaz is going to go on the outside. That's great defending for Gordo. And Gordo then just almost running Kaz off the outer circuit there. But that is brilliant defending there from Gordo. Of course, still probably on a high from his incredible podium back in silver on Monday. Great performance there from Gordo as well. I think that was his 7th podium of his career in silver, so really well done indeed there for Gordo. We got but Kaz has not given up, is he? Not given up, that is, but I think that is his best opportunity has gone begging now, unfortunately, for Kaz, but fortunately for Gordo there. But we'll keep an eye on that because I don't think it's over till it's over. Here's Troy though, magnificent stuff indeed. Pole position, sprint race win, and feature race win as well. If he can navigate the final 4 corners here in Suzuka, out of the 130R, into the Casio chicane, Casio chicane for the 15th and final time, accelerates away, and the only blemish is that 5-second penalty, but that's not going to be a problem because Troy wins the feature race here in Japan, extends his lead in the championship, and is in a very good spot now in Formula 2 to be crowned the first ever Formula 2 ALR champion there, which of course would just add to Troy's record of achievements there with a gold championship, a silver championship, and Kaz there, but he ain't going to slow the car down, is he? And he's got a 5-second penalty, and Gordo, and unfortunately for Kaz, that's going to cost him points, I think, as well. Unfortunately, that has indeed, and look at that there, Martin has salvaged the point in this one. And Kaz went for it all, didn't he? As he wanted those extra point, but in the end he lost that point, didn't he? Unfortunately for Kaz, and finished just outside the points in 11th position there. But Troy's list of accomplishments in LR, he is very close to the top of the all-time race winners, winning driver. Almost the he's got a couple of races to go before he's at the top of the most starts there. So he is very much a legend in ALR, isn't he? Troy is, of course, the silver champion, the gold champion, and potentially the Formula 2 champion as well. Could become the most decorated driver in ALR history. Emerson, I would say, has probably got that title at the moment there with a lot of, where he's very much at the peak of a lot of the records there. But Troy is very much doing a very good job. But he's had difficulties in gold this season, hasn't he? But goodness me, he is still a class driver, isn't there? Form is temporary, class is permanent. Brilliant performance there from Troy. Magnificent stuff indeed. And now I am going... Oh, goodness me, I've forgotten. I didn't take my jacket off, which is not very good. Very good stuff indeed there for Troy. And of course, he is taking the big honours here tonight in Suzuka, as well as he lofts the trophy. I do not know, can he win Formula 2 in Qatar in a week's time? Maybe I'll have to get the maths. I might have to get the calculator out potentially. The maths is not my strong point. I'll wait for someone else to tell me, or I'll have to get the calculator out before next Wednesday, which is something I dread. The one thing I do dread at the end of Formula One races, sorry, the end of the ALR season, is find out who the champion is and all that kind of stuff. Because as you well know, the amount of times I've missed the championship, I think I missed it with Emerson. I'm sure I missed it in silver as well one year as well with Glock. Let's take a final look at the classification then from the feature race here in Suzuka. Troy wrapping up the win here tonight. Very nicely done indeed. Great sheep by Moomin. Fantastic. Second position, Serious Mushroom. Third is Moomin. Fourth in fourth. Good drive for fourth. Cam in fifth. Seekers Monk sixth. Vestia 7th. Generate Gordon 9th. Martin gets that final point in 10th position. Kaz 11th. 12th is Cameron. Nosey 13th. Reflections 14th. Questatini, the only retirement in the Japanese Grand Prix. And of course, next week we go to Qatar for Formula 2 and for Formula 1 as well. I've got two gentlemen in the commentary box then. Goodness me, I hope they're gentlemen anyway. But hello to you both. Very good podium for both of you drivers tonight. Put two podiums in two races there. You seem to be racking up quite nicely. But let's talk to Serious Mushroom first. Mushroom, brilliant drive in both races tonight there, but it looked very difficult to navigate in the sprint.
Yeah, I made a horrible mistake. I hit Kaz as well. I didn't realise I was going to break that early, but I thought I'd probably get a penalty for that. I just didn't see it coming.
Oh, we didn't see that on stream then. So whatever we didn't see on stream, it doesn't count there. But was that at the start of the sprint? Was it?
Yeah, right at the very start, where you go through the two right-handers under the bridge.
Oh,
it looked like he braked really early. I tapped him from behind and spun him round.
So that's a bit of a pity then for Kazan. But for you yourself, you did manage to get a podium at the end of that one though as well. How difficult is it to get through the field in the sprint? Because I must say it was chaos, especially in the two Degnas where you and Kaz met as well. But there's other incidents in there as well, wasn't there?
Yeah. The thing is with it, that back straight, everyone's basically got the same pace. So to pick a point or whether to go for it or not, like going into the triangle chicane, it's basically the only place you can really pick, or down the front straight. So it's basically just follow, isn't it?
And how difficult is that then to plan your moves then? Do you have to think about the strategical element? It's very difficult in the sprint race because there's no pit stop. So how do you navigate through there? Because you've obviously done a good job tonight with the two podiums. So how do you plan these Formula 2 races knowing that there's only one DRS and very limited overtaking opportunities?
Well, first off, you've got to realise that the brakes are absolutely rubbish. So dive bombing is not really an option, is it? So. And you have to weigh up the risk of it as well, I guess. So, plus I've got Troy in front of me, so I was a bit fanboying a little bit, and also kind of took my eye off as well.
Aren't we? We're all fanboy by Troy, and we what a legend. Of course, we used to listen to his accolades a minute ago, wasn't we? But of course, you're also a legend as well, Mushroom. Let's talk about your feature race as well, and your whole career in Formula 2. Then this season, it's been pretty immense, I'd say, with numerous podiums. And you seem to be enjoying yourself in Formula 2.
Yeah, I might swap and I'll like next season in Formula 1, probably going to be my last season, so. I might actually stick around and just keep doing F2, if they still do it. The only one seems to have success at, so.
And you certainly like Japan as well. This is your first. You won a silver race, didn't you, a couple of years ago in Japan? Then, so you've got happy memories of this circuit.
Yeah, I love Japan. It's a good track for me. Not just because I won it. I did well the other night as well here. Just I got a bit messed up by the weather. Otherwise, I probably would have been a bit higher up, but it's just the way it goes, isn't it?
Unfortunately, it is around here, isn't there? As rain comes out of nowhere. But brilliant day today, Mushroom. Had two podiums in two races. Fantastic stuff indeed there. Really good stuff. And I think that's going to
Cheers,
help
mate.
the Campos in their quest in the team's championship. And Moomin, of course, you've had a very good week as well here in Formula 2. Then two podiums as well. It's the same podium as it is in the feature and the sprint then. So it seems like all you drivers have been loving this technical circuit today.
Yeah, it's not been so bad today actually. Considering I was quite down missing yesterday, um, with the actual main F1 cars. So I took the opportunity today, and took it quite well.
You certainly did then, and the same question that I asked Mushin to yourself. And how difficult was it trying to come through the pack? Then you was a bit disappointed about qualifying because you was very much in the heart of the top 10 for both races. Then, but how difficult was it to navigate those opening couple of corners then around here? Then it's very much not a braking zone to turn one, but it is into turn two. So how difficult was it to keep your front nose cone?
Um, to be honest, yeah, the quali weren't the best, to be honest, because sector one in my practicing, I was nailing sector one, and then of course that little slide, just one little mistake, it cost you like two places. I could have got probably five more attempts because of that, but getting P6, qualifying just that mid top 10, that helps you for the feature race. The sprint race, just got to take the opportunities as they come. As you said to Mushroom, there's um, one DRS zone, so it's really hard to overtake. So if a car is out of position, just take your chance up the inside and just hope that the other car gives you enough room. I hope I didn't push Martin off the track. I don't think I did. I took that opportunity, and of course that got me a podium in the sprint race. Um, the feature race, yeah, I just tried to get through it with no penalties, um, and then that will always give you an opportunity to get a podium. I couldn't catch Mushroom. There was just no chance. As much as I like to, get one up on him, I couldn't get him this time. And Troy A was just, I don't know what was in the back of that car, but I think he had a rocket. But fair play to him. He's just in a league of his own. Um, but back-to-back podiums, I can't. Yeah, I'm just shocked to be honest. Say
It's a
the
really
least.
it's a really good performance today as well. And talking about your season as well, I think that both you and Mushroom have been very consistent as well in Formula Two. You seem to be enjoying these Formula Two machines as well since you joined the grid full time. How different is it compared to Formula One?
Um, it's got no ERS, which is a lot easier, because you ain't got to keep conserving the ERS all the time. So you can just keep consistent laps in all the time, and um, without having to worry about that, and just having DRS to overtake. I prefer that. Um, Ever since F1 brought the ERS in, I just thought it just all got so silly, all too technical. Because like obviously you can push one lap, two laps, and then all of a sudden you just fall back all the time. So if you don't overtake in F1 with the ERS while you're using it, you you just go nowhere. I just find you seem to go backwards. But in F2 you're more consistent, which I like about that. But yeah, I'm trying to practice more F for the F1 cars, so I can get faster and faster, and hopefully the future could be bright someday in F1. But F2, I'm happy and I'm really enjoying it. Like Mushroom says, it's really fun, really fun, and to be with like the top drivers, I'm really enjoying it.
It's very good. It's very good to hear as well. Well done today to both of you. Brilliant job indeed from Mushroom.
Top drivers and Mushroom, you meant.
Kinda. No, joking. No, yeah. Top drivers like Mushroom, Troy A, everyone. It's good to mix it with all the the fast guys.
Really good stuff indeed. Well done today to both of you. Magnificent job to Mushroom and to Moomin there with their podiums today, and to Troy as well, who's extended his lead in the Formula 2 Championship. He is absolutely flying now as we go into Qatar. And 3 more races to go in Formula 2, and we also visit Qatar for Formula 1 as well for the first time in ALR. I cannot wait for that one. It is going to be a technical challenge for all of our drivers in gold, silver, bronze, and Formula 2 as well. Join us Sunday as we will be having a duel in the desert, won't we? Percy is on the march, isn't he, in a gold there with his 2 championship rivals of Troy and Boxtel hitting troubles in Japan, unfortunately. And Percy is very much on the cusp of history then. But don't go anywhere. Anything can happen still. Bravitt also has got a good advantage as well in silver and bronze. Then it is starting to the championship is starting to whittle down then between with TK getting a great job, doing a great job yesterday. But we'll have to wait and see what happens in Qatar. Goodbye from Japan.